Yeah.
Blessings. Many people ask, how do we actually start a fire, um, like a traditional way, without some form of um, petroleum, right? So we're going to gather some things and we'll take it to the spot, and this is, in the cooking zone, right, in the food zone. So, you follow me. So in Jamaica, traditionally, it's been wet for a while, but normally usually it's dry. So we get under belly of the grass like this, right? The dry portion. Remove them like this. Like I say, it's been wet, so it's better when it's dry. But even though it's been wet, we got a lot. Okay, we get some more around here. Get a lot today, right? So we ain't gonna use all of this, but normally in the mountains we have a lot of this, right? So we're gonna take this to the fire, and we're gonna show you the next part of the process of lighting the fire without any kind of petroleum. Blessings, welcome forward to the Home Cooking Rush show. So we're gonna show you how we traditionally light a fire in Jamaica without pouring some kind of fuel on it. And we do have, however, a lighter. As normally we have a matches and now we have a lighter. So this does have petroleum, and we're gonna explain that we're not the kind of people, not that I grew up that we actually use like sticks to light a fire. So just sort of make it clear, we're never that people. We use safety matches as well. And then when the lighter came, but this is just gonna light a fire without we pouring any kind of fuel on it. And this is how we would light a fire for cooking a meal out in the bush and so forth. So anyway, so we have the heavy logs, right? You can home in on these because these normally are the logs that are going to sustain the fire. We already have the grass, the soft inners of the grass, dry grass. That would be the first combustion, and from that then we go to the twigs, right? And these twigs here will be the next level, and some bark that will sustain the fire. So normally in Jamaica we say you have to start the heart of the fire. So we put the wood in this formation, simple. And then in the center now we would put like this. So let's remove this and put it in the center, so you can get some air and like that. Right? Like striker matches, right? Or what we do sometimes is we light a leaf, right? In a dried leaf, right? Well, right there caught without even the use of the leaf. But you get the idea what we're saying. We'll light it this way. And we slowly let it get itself together like that, because it will combust really fast. And while it's combusting, we usually put these little twigs on it to kind of get themselves easily combustible. Bamboos are usually the fastest to combust. But we normally don't use bamboos alone because we need something also that after combustion can sustain the heat for a few minutes, right? So maybe like 5 minutes for we to have like a solid fire. So we do it like that, right? And this is just like for us a little, physical exercise to really get into the essence of life, a traditional fire. I mean, this is the reality of it, It's not really a fancy process. It's not something that people easily, loves to do. But I hear a lot of people say, oh, how do you start a fire traditionally? It's not really that hard, because some people use paper and be the first kind of combustion, right? And as you can see, this will catch in, literally. And the bamboos, like I said, they combust really fast. And then when they begin to burn out and it begins to, because it's soft, right? It's easily combustible. You put like the heavier twigs and a little bit of bark. And you don't have to do it in this combination, because sometimes you might have bark, sometimes you have twigs. Sometimes you just have bamboo, but you just gotta work it with the softer parts of the grass, and there's like a light of fire. You notice it's just basically was like 2 strikes, right? And it got going. So we gotta let it set in, and then I'm gonna pop my little holder on top of that that I made myself, and yeah, we're gonna cook up a meal. But today it's not really about the meal, really, was it? It's just really about learning how to light a fire the way we do traditionally. And remember, matches, right? That works too, right? And I'm sure the people do that little stick thing too. It works. So until next time, this has been The Great Owl. and Victoria behind the camera in the home cooking rush show. How to light fire, traditional. Yeah, welcome back to the home cooking rush show. I'm your host, the Great Owl, and so we showed you how to light the fire, and we're gonna show you a little sneak peek into what we're preparing. Because actually, all we're preparing is a nice lentil stew today. I got my ingredients. We got nice lentils, some natural coconut oil, some coconut powder, sweet chili sauce, and some tomatoes, and our own little mix of spice that shall remain secretive. Not really. It's just, like oregano, a little cumin, maybe coriander, and turmeric, right? So, okay, let's take a little look, because you saw the firelight, so let's see how it's at right now. See? So I guess my lentils are about, let's say, 45% cooked, because it's probably been on for about, 10 minutes the most, right? And yeah, so I guess we could catch a little shot when we are finished. But yeah, this is it so far today for the home cooking rush show. They're showing you how to light a traditional fire and how to, I guess, strike up a great meal like a great orchestra on the fire. Oh yeah, and we're having rice as the main with this as our topping. You know what I mean? Well, there you have a look at it. It's my lentil and rice stew, and I just got some tomatoes and green onions on top, just to give it some flavor. And yeah, I think I told you all the ingredients regarding it, so it's a very bountiful, fruity bouquet of great flavors. It's almost finished, probably another 15 minutes, and then we'll have dinner. Well, I'll have dinner. As my wife already had a wonderful lentil salad. I'm sorry you guys missed that, but that was just all for her. And so now from the lentil salad to the lentil stew. Yeah, because I'm gonna have a big appetite. And after all, it is the home cooking rush show, and I'm the Ras. So guess what? I'm cooking in the food zone, and this is how I do it. And for other people wonder, Jerome, do you really do this every day? Well, yeah. Well, not every day, but I mean, this is how I cook. Hallelujah, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. So every time I do put something on the fire, this is how I put it on the fire. And so until next time, however you prepare your meals, right? Make sure you put a lot of love in your meal, a lot of care into your meals, and be very conscious about the things, I guess, you put into the food, because the loving frequency reacts from being confident in what you are actually creating the meal from. So know where you get your foods from, your supplies from, so at least you can trust that it's ethical products you're using, right? Yeah, that should be good. So, bon appetit, and next time you come over, well, stop by on the food zone, the home cooking rush show. Great out. Victoria, blessings. Blessings. Almost there. Almost there. I must say, the stew's looking good. Fire's looking great. Aura is looking awesome. Great meals. Here we go. On a wood fire, my lentil stew. Rice and lentil beans. Peas. Look at that. I love that little crust there. I always like when I get that. So in Jamaica we call it a bun bun. We like it to have a little burn, but not too burn. Yeah, there we go.